Good morning, everybody. Here is the printout from the Marconi antenna because Tomsk is still down. This is the longest it's been down. If I had to speculate why, I'd say that it has something to do with their war efforts over there and the way they control internet traffic and media and all that. So no big conspiracy, but as you can see, we had a spike overnight, near 100, over 100. It was a pretty big spike. And I just want to point out again that any gray area on the right at the top of this strip that you see, it just hasn't populated yet. It doesn't mean that it's blacked out. I had one of my YouTube followers mention that, Marconi had been down also, and it's not. This is the historical data from the last several days, and you can go back and look through their archives. It has been measuring the Schumann all along, and it has been relatively calm and normal, little spikes here and there. Here's what the sun's looking like. There's a couple of big mass holes, but it doesn't seem to be generating a fast solar wind yet. The solar wind is normal for the first time in a couple weeks. Because of that normal solar wind, we are having a very low K index, which has been awesome. I am enjoying the release of that pressure. I don't know about you. Our recent flares over the last couple days are pushing the proton flux a bit higher, but it is not going above that threshold range, which is where they start worrying about pilots, pregnant women on planes, and astronauts. So, over the last few days, Sunspot 3098 has been spitting out a whole lot of C flares, as you can see, and about 1, 2, 3, 4 M flares. So there is activity, but it's interesting because it doesn't really look like it unless you look at the cactus monitor, which is the gray stuff that I show you. So here's some of the activity over the last few days sped up for you, and you can see that it's a much bigger release of energy than it's looking like on the left side if you look at what's coming out on the right side. And that's just because, sometimes you can't always see it on the coronagraph as well. Credit to Space Weather Live for this one. Go check it out online if you want to read the whole article. But basically, the Chinese have built a space station so huge, it is looking like a sunspot when it isn't. So that's what this little cutout is about, and I just thought that was interesting. I'm not sure how I feel about all of this space junk, especially everything that Tesla, Starlink launched this week, but I guess we'll find out, huh? This seems to be a real F around and find out situation with big tech industry. So that's your report for today. Take care of yourselves. That Sunspot 3088, which kicked our butt a few weeks ago, should be here in the next few days. So we're going to be Flare City for a while.